Have you ever felt like your mind is just racing a mile a minute, with 1,000 different ideas, and it's easy to connect with people, but like underneath all that like social energy, there's this powerful core of feeling like something much more intense.
hmm
If that resonates at all, you might be a Gemini Sun with a Scorpio Rising, and today on ASTRALX.
Illuminating your cosmic path, we're going to dive deep into what that means for you, especially as we head into 2025. I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist.
And I'm Lunaria Celine, your intuitive guide.
So for all of you out there listening, if you're the kind of person who wants to really understand what makes you tick and what's going on in your life on a deeper level, you've probably noticed the energy of your sun and rising signs.
Right.
And today we're going to help you decode that energy. We're not just going to list traits, we're going to actually illuminate how that quick Gemini mind works with the intensity of Scorpio rising. And we'll uncover some surprising truths about you and what your path looks like in 2025.
Exactly. And we'll do it without getting too lost in the astrological jargon. Right. So what are we going to cover in this deep dive? Well, first we'll break down the core essence of having your sun in Gemini, that bright, adaptable energy at your core.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go deep into Scorpio rising, that powerful lens through which you see the world.
It's a fascinating combination.
It really is, and the magic really happens when we see how these two forces interact and what that means for your unique personality. And of course, we can't forget that the cosmos is always moving. So we'll also look at the major astrological events of 2025 and how they might specifically affect you as a Gemini Sun Scorpio rising.
Yes, and we'll also explore how these energies might play out in your relationships, career, and personal growth throughout the year.
Our mission here is to really illuminate your cosmic signature for 2025 by understanding the intricate dance between your Gemini Sun and Scorpio rising.
We want to give you the insights you need to navigate the year ahead with purpose and self-awareness.
Okay, so let's start by shining a light on your sun sign Gemini. If you were born, let's say, between late spring and early summer, when the energy is really buzzing, your core identity is all about that versatile, communicative Gemini energy. It's like the driving force behind who you are at your very essence.
Absolutely. The Gemini Sun individual often has a mind that's just brimming with ideas.
It's true.
Ruled by Mercury, the messenger of the gods, you have this inherent need to connect, to share ideas, and to explore all sorts of information. It's not just about talking. It's about weaving those connections and sharing different perspectives with everyone around them.
Yeah, they're often at the center of things intellectually.
Exactly.
So picture someone who can just effortlessly absorb information and strike up a conversation about almost anything. That's that Gemini energy in action. They're so perceptive and quick to understand the nuances of their environment and the people in it. Their minds are agile and their spirits are energetic and curious, always looking for new knowledge and new ways to engage with the world.
And what's so fascinating about Gemini is that duality, symbolized by the twins.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not just a symbol. It actually shows up in their ability to embrace different sides of a situation and to hold, seemingly opposite ideas in their minds at the same time.
At the same time.
That flexibility is key for a Gemini Sun. They adapt to change so gracefully, just like those mythical twins navigating different realms.
And it's not a superficial adaptability either. They're genuinely versatile. They can handle many different responsibilities and move between different areas of life with ease.
Right. It's like they have multiple streams of thought running at the same time, and they can access and manage them all.
It's amazing. And this is all fueled by a deep intellectual curiosity, a lifelong thirst for knowledge. The Gemini Sun is always learning, always expanding their horizons. They're like eternal students.
They are, and that often leads them to excel in fields that require research writing, teaching, anything that involves constantly absorbing new information.
So when a Gemini Sun expresses themselves, you can expect wit charm and a very engaging style that naturally draws people in.
Absolutely.
They often have a great sense of humor and a knack for those insightful observations that can just lighten the mood.
Yes.
They're natural connectors building bridges of understanding effortlessly.
And their communication is so versatile. They can tailor their approach to different audiences and situations, making them both persuasive and relatable.
Yeah, they can connect with almost anyone.
Exactly.
Now, while that quick mind and wide range of interests are huge strengths, we should mention that sometimes this can make them seem a little scattered in conversations.
Oh, right.
It's like their mind is moving so fast that they're already on to the next idea before they've finished the current one.
That's true. But their charm and genuine curiosity usually keep people engaged even as their thoughts jump around.
Yeah.
You know that quote by Walt Whitman, "I am large, I contain multitudes"?
Yes.
It perfectly captures that ever-evolving, multifaceted energy of the Gemini sun.
It really does. Okay, so we've got a good picture of the Gemini sun. Now let's shift gears and explore the depths of Scorpio rising.
Right.
This is your ascendant sign, the face you show the world.
Right.
It's the first impression you make.
The Scorpio rising individual often has this magnetic and very compelling presence.
Yeah.
Influenced by the intensity of Scorpio, there's a transformative quality to them, and they tend to form deep emotional connections.
Yes.
Their initial presentation can be a bit mysterious, hinting at the depth that lies beneath the surface.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
People often see them as very focused and determined with this ability to captivate others with their intellect and their aura. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, the planet of transformation and the underworld, and this gives them a life journey filled with passion and intrigues. Like there's always something more going on beneath the surface.
Always.
Intensity and depth are really the key words here. Scorpio itself is a sign associated with intense emotion and transformation, and the Scorpio rising embodies that.
Yeah.
They're deeply passionate and perceptive, and they approach life with this incredible commitment. That inner intensity can manifest as drive and unwavering loyalty to the people they care about.
Absolutely.
And that mysterious vibe we talked about.
Yeah.
That comes from their rich inner world, which they only reveal to a select few.
Mm-hmm.
This selectivity creates an aura of intrigue, suggesting hidden depths and strong self-possession. You get the sense that there's a lot going on under the surface that they're not showing right away.
It's true.
And don't forget the resilience and transformative power associated with Scorpio rising. Life's challenges actually become catalysts for their growth, and they become incredibly skilled at navigating the ups and downs of life.
It's like they have this inner alchemy that helps them emerge from difficult experiences even stronger and wiser.
Absolutely. And their presence.
Excellent.
They have this magnetic quality, this undeniable charisma that draws people in. It's often subtle, but it's powerful. And their gaze is often piercing and perceptive, making people feel truly seen, even understood on a level they didn't expect. It can be very captivating.
Oh, yes. Very captivating and sometimes a bit intimidating, too.
Yeah, a little bit intimidating at first, but that initial impression of reserve or even intimidation often gives way to incredible loyalty and protectiveness once they trust you. It's like a fortress with a fiercely devoted inner circle.
Right.
You know that saying, still waters run deep?
Yes.
That perfectly describes the Scorpio rising. Their emotions run deep and they guard them carefully until true connections are formed. We have some other great phrases that capture this essence too. Scorpio individuals are like life detectives, always searching for deeper meaning. It really speaks to their insightful nature. And Scorpio is like the phoenix rising from the ashes, stronger and more resilient. That's spot on about their transformative power.
So true.
Okay, so now we have these two powerful energies, the airy intellect of Gemini and the watery intensity of Scorpio. What happens when they combine in one person?
That's where things get really interesting. We see this fascinating inner world where Gemini's need for intellectual exploration and social connection meets Scorpio's deep emotions and intuition. It's like a constant dialogue between the mind and the heart happening on a very deep level.
Wow, yeah.
People with this combination might find themselves pulled between Gemini's need for variety and mental stimulation and Scorpio's desire for deep, committed connections and soulful experiences. It can be a journey to understand this multifaceted nature.
For sure.
Some might only see the light, adaptable Gemini side at first, while others might immediately sense that underlying Scorpio intensity.
So true. But even though this blend can be complex, it also creates incredible strengths, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Gemini's intellect can actually help process and articulate those complex Scorpio emotions. This can lead to incredible self-awareness and the ability to communicate those feelings with clarity and precision, which is a real gift. On the other hand, Scorpio's intensity can give Gemini's versatility a sense of purpose and passion, helping them focus their energy and pursue their interests with more meaning.
It's like they complement each other in a way.
Exactly.
Now, of course, no combination is without its challenges. Our insights also point to some potential areas of friction.
Right. So Gemini's tendency towards detachment and their comfort with change might clash with Scorpio's need for emotional security and commitment. And Scorpio's love of privacy could feel limiting to Gemini's open and communicative nature. The key is to be aware of these tendencies and find a balance.
Absolutely. And how might this dynamic play out in different areas of life? For example, what about people in nurturing roles?
As nurturers, these individuals could create an amazing blend of intellectual stimulation and deep emotional support. They can create environments that value both learning and emotional well-being.
Right.
In relationships, they'll seek partners who can challenge them intellectually and have meaningful conversations, but also connect with them on a soul level, appreciating their wit and their vulnerability.
It sounds like a very well-rounded approach to
It
relationships.
is.
What about career and purpose?
They might thrive in professions that require strong communication and strategic thinking. Maybe investigative fields or roles that involve understanding human psychology or anything where they can use their intellect to make a real difference.
So they need to feel like their work has meaning and impact.
Definitely. It's about finding that sweet spot where both their Gemini and Scorpio sides can shine.
I love that. Okay, so let's turn our attention to the cosmic landscape of 2025. What's in store for this dynamic duo?
Well, 2025 is looking like a year of transformation and personal evolution. There are some major planetary movements that suggest a deepening sense of purpose and a call to grow, and this will resonate strongly with the Gemini Sun Scorpio Rising.
Interesting. Our insights specifically highlight a lunar eclipse in March of 2025. What kind of energy shift might that bring?
The lunar eclipse in March is a powerful time for reflection.
Okay.
For the Scorpio rising, it might bring a focus on relationships and creative self-expression. It's a time to reevaluate and maybe even celebrate your partnerships and to really embrace those creative urges.
That sounds intense.
It can be. And for the Gemini sun, we need to consider Mercury retrograde periods, which happen throughout 2025. Now, these retrogrades can sometimes cause communication delays or tech issues, but they also offer a chance to go inward and reassess your routines, habits, and the structures in your life. The lunar eclipse amplifies this energy, encouraging you to let go of external pressures and limitations and to reclaim your creative power.
So it's a time to go inward and shed what's no longer serving you.
It-
We also have some insights from Vedic astrology about the transits of Rahu and Ketu in 2025. How did those energies play out for this combination?
Yes, so in Vedic astrology, Rahu and Ketu are these shadow planets that have a big impact. For people with a Gemini ascendant, and this can apply to the sun sign too, Rahu's position suggests a focus on success recognition and personal growth.
Okay.
It could bring opportunities for career advancement and increased visibility. K2, on the other hand, might make you more selective about your social life and more content with the resources and relationships you already have.
Interesting. And for those with Scorpio rising in their Vedic chart.
For Scorpio ascendants, Rahu's transit could spark a desire to invest in property or to focus on the well-being of mothers or your own nurturing instincts.
Okay.
K2's influence might lead to a detachment from traditional career ambitions and maybe a deeper look at what truly fulfills you professionally and personally.
So it sounds like 2025 is going to be a dynamic year for the Gemini Sun Scorpio rising.
It definitely has that potential. The transformative energy of the eclipses, the introspective periods of Mercury retrograde, and the influence of Rahu and Ketu all combine to create a year full of possibilities for growth and alignment.
Okay, let's get specific now. How might relationships be affected by these cosmic energies in 2025?
Relationships will likely be a major theme. The Gemini Sun Scorpio rising individual will need to balance her Gemini's need for intellectual connection and diverse interactions with her Scorpio rising's need for deep emotional intimacy, trust, and vulnerability.
So honesty and a willingness to go deeper than surface level will be really important.
Absolutely.
It makes sense. The Gemini side thrives on mental stimulation and sharing ideas, while the Scorpio rising craves that soul connection and emotional security.
Exactly. And since Scorpio risings are all about security and depth-building trust, slowly and intentionally will be key in new relationships.
Right.
At the same time, the Gemini sun needs partners and friends who can keep up with her intellectually and engage her mind.
All about balance.
Yes, finding people who appreciate both her sharp mind and her emotional depth will lead to the most fulfilling relationships.
What about career and purpose in 2025? Any guidance there?
Yes, 2025 could bring some shifts and advancements in career. The Gemini sun thrives in dynamic and stimulating environments that require good communication, and the Scorpio rising adds ambition, strategic thinking, and a desire for impact and recognition.
So it's a powerful combination.
It is. The astrology of 2025 encourages you to align your career with your passions and values. The Scorpio rising's need for meaningful work that allows for agency and transformation will be strong.
So it's a good time to look for roles that combine communication skills with opportunities to make a difference.
Exactly. Finding that intersection where both the Gemini and Scorpio sides can thrive is key.
And lastly, what about personal growth and spiritual development?
Personal growth will be a central theme in 2025. The transformative energy, especially around the eclipses, offers a chance to let go of old patterns and embrace a more authentic and empowered self.
Oh, wow.
The Gemini Sun's intellectual understanding, combined with the Scorpio Rising's intuition, creates a powerful tool for navigating these inner shifts. Self-reflection, mindfulness, and connecting with your inner wisdom will be crucial for embracing the growth opportunities that 2025 brings.
So the key takeaway is to embrace and integrate both sides of this cosmic pairing.
Exactly. It's important to honor both the light and the depth of your nature. Your intellectual curiosity and communication gifts are powerful, as is your emotional intensity and ability to transform.
It's about embracing all of who you are.
Yes. By embracing this unique blend of energies, you can navigate the year ahead with clarity and strength, illuminating your path with the wisdom of the cosmos.
This has been an incredible deep dive into the Gemini Sun Scorpio Rising combination.
It really has.
As we move into 2025, think about this. What area of your life could benefit most from consciously integrating your Gemini intellect with your Scorpio intensity? What would bring you the most profound growth? How can you use your insights and articulate expression to pursue your most authentic desires?
These are powerful questions.
They are. And if you're looking for more personalized guidance for your cosmic journey in 2025, we offer recorded audio readings tailored just for you. You can find the links to unlock your individual astrological insights in the description below. They'll be delivered right to your email. Until next time on ASTRALX, keep exploring the cosmos.
And keep illuminating your path.